Hope everyone's well. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've done a video. This video is a little bit different. This one's about getting together a bit of a family hiking kit. So over the last month or so, just been accumulating lots of Amazon, lots of shopping online, all that sort of stuff, and lots of little different shop sales, mountain design, mountain warehouse, tent stores, everything. Basically, just accumulating all the bits and pieces I think I'd need for a bit of a hike with the kids. So I thought I'd go through that now. We'll do a little bit of a video of us actually out hiking, but we'll thought I'd do a video of all the kit I've been getting together. So this is pretty much so that I'll carry around 15 to 16, 17 kilos, as light as I can get it. The kids are pretty much about 5 kilos to 5.5 each, so pretty much 20% of their body weight's what you should have them carrying. So they weigh about 25 and 28 kilos, so 5 to 6 kilos max. So I'll just go through the kit and what we've got. So this is everything, obviously minus basic clothing and minus my sleeping bag. So I had an old Kathmandu, good to -5 or so from travelling Europe 15 years ago, a nice down one that we've kept in a proper cotton bag, not squashed up, so that's in perfect condition still. Had another one of them for my wife as well, but they were 1.4 kilos, and I wanted to get a little bit lighter for the kids. So this is everything. Maybe we'll start from up the back corner. So these are Black Wolf, so they're matching. Happened to get them on Marketplace, $25 each second hand. They're about 70 brand new, but they're washed already, and I washed them again. So they're a Black Wolf. They're a 150, 2x150 insulation within these. They're a Star 300 model, they're called. They're an obsolete, older model now. Good to +6, +1, and extremes of -6 or something like that, which is fine. We're not going to go anywhere crazy. And being kid size, they've got the good insulation, they've got the nice hood and everything like that. They've got that's a little glow in the dark on the zipper, which is always nice and handy for the kids. But they pack down, they're supposed to be 1.2 kilo, they claim, on here. So Black Wolf Star, +6, +1 lower temperature, I think they're 1.2 kilo. But I end up getting these really lightweight, whether that makes a difference, compression sacks, and they come in at 1.1, just under 1.1 kilos. Then these are some nice weatherproof coats for the kids. They grow out of them, but these have been on special. So these are a mountain warehouse. So they retail for $159, and my wife found these for $40 online. So we bought one for my daughter here, just a bit different colour, same style, for her school camp recently, and then snapped up one for my son. So that's their wet weather aspect, just to keep them nice and warm and out and about. So again, matching one for my daughter, just in pink colours. Then as we come down, we've got the original Black Wolf compression sacks. Down the front here, these are some packing cells that I've had for years. So I'm going to use these, I think, predominantly for clothes. So all I really want to take for an overnight hike, really, is underwear, if anything, for the kids, and maybe one change of basic clothes in case we get wet. So those are to use for that, so I already had those. I bought a snakebite kit, sort of invaluable in Australia, $13.99. These were cheap as chips, and it only weighs quite a lightweight. So I've got my little scales here, so I might do some weighing of some things as we go. So this one here is very light, so 185 grams, 190 grams. So that's quite good. Now the actual proper first aid kit is quite heavy. So I'll just get that on the scale. So it's a proper, through survival, I buy all my first aid kits from here. So I've got one at the house here, one in my car. This one's their first aid kit. But it is quite a weight, but I'm happy to carry it so I know I've got everything I need. And we're out and about. So that one comes in at 700 grams, 725, 730. So quite a weight, but I feel is required. Buying that, it also then came with cheaply a waterproof bag, which I probably won't use for this. I might use for food or use for something else in that scenario. So we've got those. Keeping it along the bottom here. This one I've made using one of these little packing cells. Made up a kit for fire starting. So I've got lint from the dryer, I've got basic flint tool, and I've got a dubbin tin, and within this I've filled it with cotton balls that have been dipped in Vaseline, petroleum jelly, so they light up really well. Then here we've got a VersaFlow. So these are invaluable. I can't believe how good value you get for these things and how cheap nowadays. You can see it here. 99.999% of all bacteria are gone, and protozoas and everything. Filters up to 100,000 gallons. Lifespan 3 or 4 years when you're using it. You just backflow it after you've used it. does something like 3 litres per minute gravity fed through it, and it's just this tiny little thing here. And it comes with the two water bladders that you connect, one water bladder to the top, one to the bottom to filter dirty into clean. And for $50, you can travel the world and be safe. And main reason for this, I was carrying water. When you think about weights with kids, 5 kilos, 2 litres of water, you're getting towards half your pack just on water. So with this, as long as there's a stream handy, we can filter and have fresh water. These are just some stretchy elastics for tying on things like mats and things like that to the side of the bags. Same with these, just grabbed a few of these depending what we need, because kids' packs, I'll show you, their packs don't have as many tie down points as mine. Then we've got the trangia. So this is a trangia 25-2, the big one. So for those that don't know, have a bit of a look them up, you'll see what they are exactly. The booklet might be floating around here somewhere, I thought. So they're your cookers. So they work on methylated spirits and everything packs inside it. This one's the one also with the kettle. So it's got a 900ml kettle, which will come in handy. Making hot chocolates for the kids, basic stuff. These are our bladders. So again, this was on, I should mention some pricing. This was on special, $120 now from $160. This I think was $50 or $60. This was $50. These were like 15, 10, 10, 3, 3, 3, that sort of stuff for some of those mountain clips. These I think were about $15 to $20. They're 2-litre bladders, so I'll probably only put a litre in them. Obviously, a lot of this was specials. Mountain Warehouse was where the majority of this came from. They had specials on. So these are 2-litre bladders, so all of our packs have a bladder holder in the back of them. Probably put a litre in the kids' ones, 2 litres in mine. See how we go with weights. These are the ones, again, these were only down from $26 to $8. So they're a travel pillow. They weigh, I think it was 300 grams or 400 grams, so quite lightweight. 240 grams. Heaps lightweight. So I figured have some comfort. They're quite large, so they're 40 centimetre by 30, so quite a large pillow, self-inflating. So I've got one of them for each of us. For the kids especially, and even for myself, somewhere to sit. So these are a little camping stool. So these weigh 600 grams. It's a little bit of weight, but sort of worth it. They're $11, like, honestly. So cheap. So that way you have a stool that you can sit on that holds up to 90 kilos. So we'll see how we go. We may or may not take them, may or may not use them, depending what the kids want to do, and depending how weights go. But I've packed the kids' packs pretty much correct, and I had about 5 to 5.5 kilos sitting on it. As we come across, then we've got just basic little, it's not a massive size, I think it's 250ml, good enough. Like little carabiner, not the greatest quality, but good enough to clip on the bag. So one of each of them for us. Now the kids already had from camping. These are a black diamond, can't remember the exact model, I think they're about a 300 lumen, got them through Qantas points cheap. They retail maybe $50, $40. So I've already got them. I've got an O-light, Perrin 2, so if you check my other videos, I did a review on that, so that's a crazy good light. It burst up to 2,500 lumen for a couple of minutes and sits at 800 lumen for 2.5 hours or more. I use that walking every morning, so I'll have that. They've got these. Decided to get some good bowls. Delta Summit bowl and lid, really quite good. Very lightweight as well. So we're looking at, we've got 120 grams total. You can at least take some packed lunch already in this sealed closed. Then when you are at camp, depending what you want to do, you've got a lid. Obviously, this is just plastic holding on there, bit of sticker. But a lid, and when it is connected on your bag, you've got your lid clicks on with a rubber, and then you can put your carabiner through this and this, so you're not going to lose your lid if it falls off. So they're I think $12 or $15 each, those ones there. Heading back through, once again, just some carabiners, so set for me and the kids in the bags and have them. Figure to get a whistle, a bit safer, make the kids feel safe too. Got 20 meters of paracord just to use for whatever we might need it for. This was some little shovel. It's a Chinlin Tiger Spade or something it's called, but basically it was just an Amazon, $20. Got some paracord, good enough for digging holes for going to the bathroom. Also saw a little bit if you need to, a bit of a blade on it, but really just for going to the toilet. This is Dad's old Opinel knife. This is one I think Dad got in Europe, in Italy when he went in '78. So just sharpened it up the other night. I've had this in my tackle box for fishing forever. So I thought this can be my little hiking blade to take. It's a little blade. This one here, for the sake of, I think it was 180 grams, I figured it might be nice to have a saw to actually cut up some wood if we're doing a bit of a fire. so I'm not too worried about weight for that. Some more various carabiners, just grabbed them, so we got some. This was a little light. It's quite bright. Strobe as well, SOS. This was like $6 Australian, I think, on special. Mainly for in the Nemo Aurora 3P tent. It's got a bit of opaque fabric in the top that you put one of these in, like a light in, and then it diffuses the light through the tent, so I thought I'd grab a little one for that. Waterproof covers, don't really need them. Another one of those compression cells. The bags have got waterproof covers in them. Then we've got, again, when I was just online, I went a bit crazy and just said I'll add everything in there because it was all on special, like 50% off a lot, and it's cheap anyway. Rucksack repair kit, got extra little clips and everything like that. Your tyres for your zips, so $7. Why not chuck that in there? These are 2 waterproof covers. I wasn't sure what bags I was going to get, and these were on special, so I grabbed them anyway. It's got a heap of waterproof covers for if we ever need them. Trangia fuel. Originally bought a 1 litre. We did a test cook, realised we don't need much methylated spirits at all, so I bought a 500ml. There you go, got 2 depending what camping trip, how long we're away. Decided to get some good lightweight Cedar Summit knife, fork, spoon. I think they're about $21 each, so probably one of the dearer things for what they are, but they weigh like 29 grams in total. So, and we got one of each for all of us. The best deal we scored were these. So these are Mountain Design Airlight 5.5 insulated 2.5 full size blow up mattresses. And they come with this sack to help inflate, and they weigh 600 grams. So they've got a bit of weight in them, but these were 189, and we got them for 80. So I think they were 56% off or something. So we scored one of them each, obviously, 3 of them. And then over the back, we've got the Nemo Aurora 3P tent. Needed a 3-person tent. For a 3-person tent, it's not too bad to carry. I think it comes in at 2.8 kilos or so. And chatting to the people at Paddy Pallon shop in Melbourne, they said they can double your price to get a lighter weight one to save a kilo, but they're also not great for rubbing around with kids in a tent. You've got to be a bit careful with them. So went with that one. That was on special. They retail around the $5.50. It was on special for $4.90, and then another company would do it for $4.50. So Paddy Pallon were nice enough to match that for $4.50 in Melbourne. So I got the mats. I then decided to get these because they weigh absolutely nothing. Like, I actually want to know I don't know how much this weighs, so I'm going to check this one. Check what it does weigh. They're bulky, but they weigh 300 grams. So they're a good mat to have underneath your other stuff. So you can sit it underneath your other mat, stops them sliding around, but also even for at camp, to sit on if you're sitting out in the dirt and things like that if you weren't going to take those chairs. So we should pack them. Whether we pack them or whether we cut them in half and cut them as like seats or something like that, we'll see. Then when it came to bags, I really grabbed these because I like the sort of features they had for kids. They're not a kid's bag. They're a Mountain Warehouse Stealth 20 litre bag. Not a bad size. So what I did like about them, they had the front, which you can tighten up, and that's where you can at least stuff. I think I was stuffing their cup and then their plates and all that sort of stuff in there. Has a front zip, has a side holder as well, one down here. So a few strapping points, which some of the other bags lacked that weren't hiking packs. This is really a day pack. It's got a built-in rain cover in the bottom. It's got the hydration through the top, and I like the idea of a really good padding. And even on the kids, these do fit quite well. This slides up and down like your expensive bags, like the Osprey bag. And it's got your nice padded waist and, spot for them to put their lollies and snack food and all that sort of stuff. So it has packed quite well. It seemed to work quite good. And the main thing was these were $60 down to $34 when I ended up buying them. So when I went to get the tent, I wasn't going to get a bag because I've got an old Black Wolf bag, which is more a travel bag. Then I got there and they had the Osprey bags there. And they had this one, which is last year's model, which is an Osprey Ether 55. They had it in to test all the other ones to see how many they would order. So it had as a demo one. and they retail for $450, and they had it for sale for $220. Weighs in at 2.4 or 2.6, and when you look at how they work, look at it online, these bags nowadays, it's crazy how engineered things are with, you know, slide out expansion here with big Velcro tabs. And so for $220, I decided just to grab it. So I think all in, you know, by the time we do 90, 90, 90, 200, biggest things obviously the tent, I think all in to do family hiking, I think I'm about 12 or 1300 bucks, which is a pretty good setup, pretty good kit, I feel, with everything in it. So we'll set up and do a camping trip and show you how the kids go. I might do another little video once I weigh everything and have the pack set up as well. So I'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed watching. Got some ideas for a kit if you're putting a hiking kit together. There's so much information out there online, and just so happen to be a good time of year leading into spring in Australia here that there seem to be a lot of sales on. So a lot of this was scored 30 to 50% off, which is fantastic. But even still, there's really good value out there in a lot of this hiking gear. You can get some good brand stuff at good prices. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll make another one once we're actually out hiking and getting their pack sorted. Cheers.